Hello everyone, and welcome back to Zelda Month Countdown with Kit, where we... You've got to be fucking shitting me. Hang on. To cut a long story short, things giving me as much grief as humanly possible. Right, down. That hit. It's been a long time since I've done this. But this is a Majora's Mask randomizer. Just Majora's Mask. It's the only time I've ever done this on Project 64. I always used parallel for this. For good reason as well. I've decided not to randomise the ocarina for this one because, honestly, first cycle without an ocarina, never fun. And also, I'm out of practice on the basic rando. So, the only items we've got are... I think we have Song of Soaring activated by... yeah. And we have a pictograph box. Because I have set the items to be... what's it called? I was going to use custom music, but I forgot to actually enable it in the actual game. So... there's that. For the most part, we've got, you know, this, as you can see, we've got a bomb bag on there. Some pots won't give us anything. Some will. It's going to be a little bit inconsistent. You heard the Skulltula sound then. There's all sorts that we can kind of get to grips with, but for the time being, I don't think grass is necessarily randomised. No, it's not. So there's already a big difference from the way that we play Ocarina Majora Rando, and we'll touch that next time. The grey that's just past us will be relevant in a bit when we have a items, like when we've got a dungeon song, like Sonata, Lullaby, preferably Lullaby, and preferably with Goron. Stray Fairies. In fact, I know where we need to go, and fast. I'm a bit out of sorts. I haven't played this in a very long time. We should be keeping everything through time, I think. That said, I won't be tempting fate. As you can see, we've got some items here. There's Skulltula nearby. Sonata of Awakening already. So we're going to go to the next... Like, we're going to go back to the entrance by the Great Bay. Just because it's easier to handle this that way. I think Jimmy Boy's the one that's got the Skulltula. I think. This is something that a lot of people don't know about. You can get rupees from this guy. And more specifically, we can get items from it in this randomizer. This isn't a thing in the main one. Ah yes, the notebook entries. Game clearly has big intentions for us. Right, so let's do it like this then. I've got all sorts of quality of life features on. I want to give it the full Shazam. Those are Tingle's magic words. Don't steal them. As you can see, items are randomised in Keaton Grass. Thought that was relevant to make clear. Getting a lot of masks. Not that I'm complaining. Just interesting. I'm half tempted to try the Gwei again real quick. In fact, I will. Because I can't remember if you could get the extra items with just... Never mind. This should work. Hang on. Bum bum bum. Du, 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 du. I will say that the Gwei and the Song Wall are things I really wish had still been in the Ocarina Majora Rando, because I really like them. Next time we'll be at that song wall is 10 AM. So the couple's mask entry. So you'll notice that we've only just gotten to 3 hearts, and that is because I randomised all of the heart pieces that make up the non-first, like the second and third hearts. And that means that I get more interesting starting items. Just remembered what I wanted to do. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Yeah. There is something to do in here even without a sword. First we wait. We wait. We keep waiting. Come on. It was nothing of value. We've got the bunny hood, so it'll be easier to do his little mini game in a bit. I am stupidly fond of this randomizer. Like, this was how I got my starters, with Majora being my favourite game of all time. Because I learnt so much about the game here. Hello, magic beans. I do think I have CAMC on, but I also can't remember, like, what that even looks like. So treasure chest minigame, we've got something called a conditional spoiler, which means that when you get words, please. When you get to when you play it, if you've got the Mask of Truth in your inventory, like in your unlocked, you can see the route, which I think is neat. It's a lot like the treasure chest minigame from Ocarina having in the vanilla game a cheat button basically if you have the Lens of Truth. Terminal Field's been a bit hit or miss. The Gwei's been good, but everything else not so much. I don't think butterflies give you anything in this version, but we are still going to try. Or we're going to fall in. It's fine. We need to fight this fucker anyway. As you can see, we have health bars, just to make things a little bit more in our favour. Come to Baba. ₹50 is somewhat helpful. I don't know if bank rewards are lowered. What we do have that we can have a look at on the way to do what we need to do is Mr. Magpie over here. The red rupees are randomised. Basically, if you combine the two randomizers, this and the Oop MM combo rando, you'd have the ultimate randomizer, is what I'm saying. I really, really enjoy it. Like, I haven't been back to it since the Ocarina Majora rando got really good. I wasn't talking to you, Toto. And notebook entries also have things locked behind them. So when you're talking to people and they'd be introduced to you, you get an extra item for meeting them. As you will see with Anju when we go and visit her in a bit. Go on, man. I can tell you now, Takuri does have an item behind him. I prefer fighting him when I have the light arrows. I hate real bomb chews. I really do. They're a bit of a nuisance. Just make sure there's nothing important going on that I don't know about. And we are back in the room. So yeah, I'm taking the opportunity to run through a few randomizers during Zelda Month. Because these things are pretty much what gives Zelda games permanent life to me. We won't be doing the Breath of the Wild randomizer, it's boring as fuck. Just to put that out there. I have been playing modded Breath of the Wild again, so it's not that I couldn't do it, as I did reinstall all my stuff for it. But I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy the concept of a randomizer for that game. Breath of the Wild is the weakest mainline 3D Zelda game. Like, it's either that or Tears of the Kingdom. There are ways that it is superior to specifically Skyward Sword. And to be fair, there are ways that it excels compared to the entire series. But those ways are outclassed by the tight design of these games. So just thought I'd put that out there. One thing that we do have, I don't know if we'll get a chance to show off today, is you can fight. Why is my brain not working? Oh, not fight. You can wear Giant's Mask anywhere, and I hope that I do get a chance to show it, as it's really fucking funny. But, like, they fixed it all up so that it's possible. Another setting I was really liking in the combo rando. See, it would have taken a lot of work because the Giant Smash doesn't actually turn Link giant. That's not what it does in game. I think I can do the archery mini games without a bow. So we're just going to take a quick little detour over here. We've got a little bit of time before we're needed in Clock Town again. Oh, no, you do need a bow. Why did I think I didn't? I don't know. It has been a very long time. Maybe it's because of the fact that I can do the archery mini games in Ocarina without one. It's got to be, hasn't it? So we have an interesting little thing here where, hang on. I didn't mean to actually do that. Oops. Oh well. The scamming little fuckers just scammed me, so... I didn't read the price until I'd already pressed I. Oops. For a moment, I'm just gonna... Right, so there is a sculpture up there. We'll grab that. As you can see, Fairy Grass has items randomised, and fairies in general are randomised. It isn't just Tingle that we need to send to the competition guy, but you'll see that in a moment. He has a Skulltula. And you'll notice that I didn't get one for that. So, one. Blue Rupee. And finally, Big Octo. Ocean's Cultura Spirit. So yeah, you get rewards for every single pictograph that you take. Like for all three types. We're going to take a little detour over to here. Jars should, yeah. Two of the jars give us stuff, the other two don't. This grass doesn't give us anything. But we do need to go and visit Kuume. So I'm acting like an amateur. Okay. We could really use a shield. It's honestly the most important thing to me. What we do have is Mask of Sense, which means that if something good is in potion shop on the blue rupee on the blue potion spot, we can actually It's a heart piece, so that's not bad. Make potions work very well, they do. Blah 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 blah. Literally nothing of value. Half 12. Let's go and have a look at what's in the spots for thingy, but then we'll just take a free boat ride. Oh, shit, wasn't it? We won't do the free boat ride yet. We will instead. Clock Town. Fucking levers. I can't remember the last time that I played this game normally. We're not going to do a full cycle. I'm already getting a tiny bit bored of this particular randomizer because of the lack of certain stuff. The lack of certain features. I really did just think that it was important if I was going to go through 4 or 5 different randomizers in the remainder of November, that this would be one of them. As I got my start through it. The emotional value to this randomizer is absolutely massive. It just... You know, like, the Ocarina Majora rando combines the games in such a beautiful way. You know, it crosses over the items between the two of them and everything. Okay then. And I do really enjoy it. I think it's amazing. Okay. For the time being, we're going to go back to Clock Town. But we have access, and to be honest, this is going to make our lives easier because we can actually get to Arcana now. We almost have what we need. We need a bottle, but other than that, we're all good. We're good. Okay, so that's one of my favourite things. You're right, Andrew, you whore? Nah, I shouldn't say that. But from what I understand, she's not the problem in the relationship. The problem is Cathay and Crimea. Damn, that was actually a pretty good reward. Not especially useful to us today, but you know, not bad at all. Just check these. Come on. And then we'll go back to Great Bay, I think. Or maybe not. We'll see. I'll decide what I'm doing in a moment. To be fair, first cycle's always a bit of a weird one because gee, I wonder what's in here. Okay, yeah, I do have camp completely set. CAMC means chest appearance matched content. I think I might have said that about the Wind Waker rando. But, nah, I don't know. Yeah, magic jars are all definitely like that. Sorry, basically last night I was out with some people and one of them's just checking up on me. So we'll focus as best as we can. No, Pierre, I don't want to talk to you. I hate this guy. I really do. We need this. Oh yeah, it doesn't work in vanilla, does it? And this doesn't have the things added to make it work on the combo. It's just occurred to me I don't really need to do this because I need to go somewhere else anyway first. Or I could cock up the fucking bomb. The fucking bomb boosting. The damage boost. There we are. I didn't go as well as I'd hoped. Alright, fine. We'll need them later. Or not. What a prick. Never did like him. Good old moneybags. There's not really a lot for us to do in Romani Ranch at the moment. Because we can't actually get into the ranch. Honestly though, despite the fact that this is how I got my start with Majora, it wasn't how I got my start with Randomizer. And we will be crossing that bridge in a bit. Not necessarily filming that today, but you know what I mean. I love giving them photos that are basically selfies. And then there's just this owl who will not shut up. Not more for reading then. I've always loved how Majora's Mask, the music that you can hear in shops is clearly coming from a radio in the shop. It's diegetic, unlike most of the music in Zelda games. The only other time that I'd probably say shop music has ever been diegetic in the games. For those of you that don't do music, or have never done music, diegetic is music that the character can hear too. The only other time in Zelda that I'd say the shop music is diegetic is Malamart, and that is only because someone is clearly fucking playing that in there. Because you can hear the service announcements and stuff as well. Da 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 da. I used to love doing these as multiplayer randos. I do the Ocarina Majora combo as a multiplayer one with Josh sometimes, but the big difference is Modloader let you see each other properly, like as full on models, and you could change your models and everything in them. Majora didn't have any alternate models, but Ocarina did. I've actually had to stop for a moment. I was able to fucking run through the entire Deku Gardens. I'm gonna try again with the sticks as well while I'm at it, like, just in case there is something I've missed. Not helpful. See, they are fairies, but I've never really understood how to get them to do it in regular gameplay. Someone who does have an item for us. Is Chompy over here. I just want a couple of magic beans on us for whatever happens next. Again, we need to come back here when we've got bottles, but we'll cross that bridge in a bit. Take me to your leader. I always wanted to say that. Alright, this is where it gets interesting because I now have to make my way here and hopefully hit the exact right spot to do that. We're going to go in here first. We can get across there with a bit of effort because I can long jump, but it's also a little bit difficult to do. Or rather, it's not difficult, but if I miss, it's kind of irritating. Instead, they don't have anything, do they? No. Prep for action. Obviously, we can hear the school tours all around us here. This isn't like in the shops and stuff when we can hear them. These are just physical school tours. There might be a couple of spirits here, but this is the one place you can't really tell. Whereas I could get this to light up in any room that they're in. I had to go and miss, didn't I? Under the boulder we also need to bring some bugs. Soft soil does give items in this version. Another thing I wish was in the combo. I have to learn a lot about this game to be able to do the randos. Lullaby intro. Alright. Alright, as you can see, it doesn't work. We have to do it the way I did it. Bow works on there, though. Because the hookshot doesn't like permeate the solid, whereas both a flash and an arrow do. I'd hoped to have shown another cool source of items, but no such luck. I just had to make sure that we'd gotten the important shit from here. It's just stuff like that, it's fine. We need to go back to Clocktown in a few, so we can go out north. Right. Now, don't mind me because I don't remember if No. Alright, we'll do it like this. Bomb shoe. That'll be helpful later. I mean, not really. I've already done most of the things that I'd usually use bomb shoes for. Okay, this kind of covers what I was going to say. Dungaro's frog choir has all been randomised, so when I find the frogs, it's an item. Okay, so done. It's alright, because we're almost there. I had a feeling I'd miss, so I thought, you know what, time it. All night mask. I mean, that's not unhelpful. Okay, Goat? Or as everyone seems to call him, Got? That almost went tits up, didn't it? Alright, we better get back into position, because we've pretty much exhausted this for things that we can actually do at the moment. Actually, no, I know what I'll do, real quick. Out front. It's always good to know that you don't need to do that, isn't it? Dragonflies, and I forgot to fucking switch to hold. Okay. It's not going to be anything worthwhile, is it? No. I have a habit of leaving things unopened when it's like this. Right, here we go. Okay, I missed the button I was aiming for. And that brings us to the time I was waiting for. The final song wall. Pays to know when to be in a certain place at a certain time or whatever. Yeah, deck stick's a deck stick. Bit shit, but okay. I'm trying to decide on what I want to do about this. Our health is fine. I hate those things. You fuckers. That really was not worth the hassle. Trying to wait there. There's an N64 on the market now that outputs in HD called the Analog 3D. It's a pretty neat piece of kit from what I understand. I won't get one, mind. I'll keep chugging along with my original N64 that belonged to my parents. New Wave Bossa Nova. Not too bad. Romani's Mask. That'll be helpful in a bit. Right. We could beat him now. But, like, it might be a little difficult because we don't have a bow. Meaning we'd have to be pretty much frame perfect with, shit. It's hard to do with a hook shot, is my point. Ah, what the heck. We'll try it. Yes, I've just remembered another check that requires us to be on the other side of this wall. Motherfucker. Didn't I? Asshole! Keita, get back here! To be fair, I do just need to have a look. That doesn't look to me like a thing. Here we go. We will be back in Akana later, but I can't be bothered to do it right now. Again, I'm saying this. I said we're not doing the entire cycle. We're already up to an hour of footage, and honestly, I can't be arsed. I was seconds early. You fuckers. Have a drink. Nothing for me. Bombs can be pretty helpful. I don't like him. Just thought I'd point it out. To be fair, this check might be a tiny bit easier to do overnight, assuming that I'm not wrong about whether or not it's still there. It's still there. Alright, fine. We'll be fine either way. The reason is... Yeah? Gone. We gotta do this a bit slowly. See? Nice and easy. Can't do those grottos yet. See, it's a lot easier to have bomb shoes in our inventory. There are settings that I use them in, like beyond just stuff that I can do better with Epona or with Goron Link. But like, those settings are few and far between. It's like I use them in the Woodfall, in Woodfall. You can use Choo-Choo for damage boosting. I know you can. Takuri will give an item, but I'm not doing that right now because we're more likely to lose a bunch of rupees for it. What I am going to do, before we do what will probably be the final thing of the video, I'll cover 500 rupees. Okay, so it does have to reduce bank reward thresholds. The other thing is I haven't checked what's in lottery, because in this rando lottery is important. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm even gonna bother doing Bomb Lady. We've played for a very long time. So with that, guys, that is pretty much our Majora rando run through. I actually loved returning to this, but I'm so ready to go back to what I do the rest of the time. Next up will either be the Link to the Past randomizer or the regular Ocarina of Time one, or some variant of Ocarina of Time rando. I don't know. I never really decided on a single version of that to use, because you've got all the different things connected to it. Anyways, if you enjoyed this, let me know, and I will see you all next time.